Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. Children don't become silent because they're shy. They become silent because their brain learned it was safer that way. Psychologists call this emotional conditioning, and once you understand it, you'll see why some children stop talking, stop sharing, and stop reacting, even in homes where they're loved. A child's silence is not a personality trait, it's a psychological response. But here's where it gets even worse. Most adults mistake silence for good behavior, and that misunderstanding silently reshapes a child's mind. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Children don't stay silent because they have nothing to say. They stay silent because past reactions taught them it wasn't safe to speak. Psychology shows that when a child's emotions are dismissed, corrected harshly, or met with tension, the brain records one message: expression leads to discomfort. And once the brain learns that, it chooses silence, every time. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Silence doesn't mean emotional strength, it means emotional suppression. And suppressed emotions don't disappear, they go underground. This happens because the brain's first job is protection, not honesty. When a child senses emotional unpredictability, raised voices, dismissal, impatience, or tension, the nervous system switches to survival mode. The mind thinks, staying quiet avoids conflict, staying quiet avoids rejection, staying quiet feels safer. So the child adapts. Not by speaking less, but by becoming less visible emotionally. Over time, expression feels risky, silence feels normal. If that made you uncomfortable, good, because this is the truth many people only realize years later, when silence turns into anxiety, fear of expression, or emotional distance. If you want to break this cycle, start with emotional safety, not correction. Here's the mental shift that actually works. Before responding to a child's emotion, ask, is this moment teaching safety or fear? Calm responses teach the brain it's safe to express. Listening teaches the brain it's allowed to exist. Consistency teaches the brain it doesn't need silence to survive. Small changes in reaction can slowly rewire silence back into expression. Parents, could this be why emotional silence shows up in some children? And for children watching, has staying quiet ever felt safer than speaking up? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to understand more psychological patterns behind child behavior and parent-child dynamics, subscribe for more psychology-based insights.